Hey guys, this is Bro. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna discuss on a topic with a lot of free-to-play players want to know how to beat those level 13 with your level 11, 12, 13 cards with the level 11 King Tower. Like guys, I've beaten 6 players in a row, like 6 almost maxed out players or semi-maxed out players with this deck. Yeah guys, this is a very high average elixir cost deck. You need to play pretty defensively when you play this deck. You need to just wait for one moment when your opponent overcommits and spam them on the bridge using your elite barbarians and balloon. Guys, this is my main account. I've been back on this after a while now. My mega knight was just level 11 while I was playing those matches. I just did it level 12 like some 10 minutes ago, like before recording this video. Alright guys, let me just show you those replays. These are both battles, these don't even count. He was a completely maxed out player guys, level 13. Plus he had a matchup advantage guys. He had the minion horde for my balloon. He had a skeleton army for my elite barbarians. He had witch, Valkyrie and all, which counter my mega knight, wizard and the goblin gang pretty good, and still I won against him guys. This guy had 4 maxed out cards, 3 cards at level 12 and his goblin barrel at level 11. I beat him too. Then this was lava clone deck guys. Even this guy had a level 13 rocket, minion horde and arrows, level 12 lava hound, graveyard, witch and clone, and a level 11. Like all these players have higher level cards than me, and even this guy was completely maxed out. This guy was same as me, 2 cards maxed, 3 cards maxed out, 4. He had 4 cards 5. Oh jeez, all these players have so many maxed out cards. I didn't even notice that. Anyways, let me just show you these replays real quick, how to beat them. You just need to defend up everything, or if in the start if your opponent doesn't do anything, you can go for a balloon on the bridge. Because you have the goblin gang and the mega knight, you always have something to defend. I have both the knight and the mega knight because I like to play against these higher level people pretty passively, because even like they both are good defend cards. The balloon shouldn't have got a hit if my bats were maxed out. Still, even after that, we were in the damage advantage guys. Even after getting hit by a balloon hit, we were in the damage advantage. He had everything to counter my cards. Like if I had to make a counter to my deck, it would be this deck guys. But still, I didn't really thought that the mega knight would get one hit on my tower. Not mega knight, mini P.E.K.K.A, sorry, my bad. Anyways guys, we defended things pretty well. We were down a bit. That was a really smart play going for the lumberjack first, because that blocked my wizard. I had to zap that because or else the minion horde would have got a lot of value over there. I knew I had to zap the skeleton army too, but even zapping the minion horde helps a fair ton guys. Zapping the minion herd makes them one shot by our tower, which is very good. Here he overcommitted on the offense. So guys, I got a balloon hit on the tower. We got some, like, we baited out his skeleton army, also baited out his Valkyrie. I didn't knew why he went for the same play again. Last time also he did that and we defended it pretty well. This time we didn't had some elixir, because so like I overcommitted on my offense, so which got some damage on my king tower. Also the balloon got a hit on my tower, but still we were good, because I know that whenever you have ebabs, you can ruin any deck from, you can come back from any situation, because ebabs are one card which always get you back into the game. Like here it took me really no time to get 2000 damage. Mega Knight and the Goblin Gang clear up everything for his offense, and then for clearing the Valkyrie out, I use my bats. Bats are pretty good for 2 elixir guys, at least after the buff. I didn't really wanted my wizard to die. It gave me a lot of value. That's why I was going on something to tank it. This moment was scary guys, because if the balloon got a hit, I would have died, but he overcommitted on his offense, had really nothing for defense. Again we get a dead bomb each time we do that. The like I went up for the knight. I was in the damage advantage, so I just had to defend. That was what I was doing. He should have gone for my king tower instead, because when my tower was at 3000 HP, king tower was just at 1400 HP guys. Anyways, we watch this and try to make our battle streak into 7. After that, I'll just do it into 4 times, because like he had a pretty passive deck. His deck was a cycle deck, but I had a lot of counters to the hog rider. This was fairly a even 50-50, rough 50-50 matchup, because I had counters to his win condition, he had counters to my win condition. He had higher level cards anyways, so I didn't really have any counter to the like those goblin battles, but I didn't really knew they get one shotted by a level 12 zap. Anyways, I overcommitted on the offense, so he got my tower over there, but we have fairly high damage on both of the towers. The balloon gets one hit, we were already in the damage advantage now, guys. Let me just slow it down to 1 times here, because these moments I choked a bit. I thought I choked the match over there, but still goblin gangs comes in clutch, and we just had to defend 5 seconds. Even if he would take that tower, we would have 3 crowned him, because like either I can zap his only win condition, which was goblin battle, then he should have to defend my big pushes. Plus our deck is very good in 2 times and 3 times elixir. This was a clone battle which was very easy. That's the reason I like keeping wizard here. I don't really win games while I record, but still I'll try to. Alright, here's another level 13. Let's see what does he do. Nah, I'm not doing anything. Let's see how long can we take this. Alright, he goes for a witch in the back. I'll go for a wizard. Going elite barbarians on the bridge would be a bit over. Alright, now I need to go for them. Alright, the piggies get some damage done on my tower, but both of my elite barbarians are alive. I go for dual lane pressure. This is what you need to do, guys. Oh man, he has star powers. Anyways, he kinda avoided that elite barbarians over there. He underestimated their power, and now they say, no boy, we're gonna. Okay, that night, that was a bad night, but still we kill the wizard. We are in the damage advantage on both of the towers. Let's see, can we maintain that? He has good counters to my cards, and now I need to go and play passively. Oh, P.E.K.K.A. That's not a good sign. Let's see what can we do now. Or rocket. Oh jeez, that's bad. Please don't have skeleton army. Just don't have it. Yeah, we get 1 tower. We're good. We should be fine, I guess. This is why I keep both the Mega Knight and Knight in my deck. This in situations like these, they help a lot. Alright, that's tower. We cannot block it. But see the damage we got on his king tower. That's too much. I need to Mega Knight this. Alright, we're zapping this too. The zap was an overcommitment. It did nothing. Literally nothing. Should have better zapped the wizard. Anyways, we are still in the damage lead. Let's see now. I can go for the wizard, follow up with the balloon for clearing his minion herd if he uses it. I can go and follow that with a knight. Yeah, that's GG. That's GG. This is how you beat those over level cards, guys. He had a fairly maxed out deck. Not fairly, it was a completely maxed out deck with star powers and all. Still we beat it pretty easily. Like, I thought I choked up at one point of time, but now guys, we were fine. Let's see what he got. He also had elite barbarians. Elite barbarians after the buff are pretty good. Even before the buff, I find them pretty good. Anyways guys, I'm on my way to max this deck. I like using this deck because it has good counters to the meta cards. Now the meta won't really change for 3 months, because the balance changes are gonna come each 3 months. I guess I need to show you the match against Lava Clone, because like people would think this deck may be weak to air defenses, but now guys, just as in my other videos, you need to keep your air defense tank like you need to defend your air defense tank. Because he went for a lava hound in the back, I didn't really have my wizard in cycle. You got good answers to that. He went for a clone. That clone was definitely an overcommitment, guys. He shouldn't really have done that. This matchup wasn't that bad for me. because he didn't really pressurize me using on those graveyards. If he pressurized me on those graveyards, he would have won it, because I didn't really had any graveyard counters. Graveyard is almost out of the meta. This is why, guys, when your opponent overcommits on the offense, you can punish them very very hard using the Elite Barbarians. Elite Barbarians took his tower in literally no time. People may ask me, why did I went for the like go- Goblin Gang instead of my bats? Because I really thought he had like a balloon, because people usually learn Lava Hound with balloon, because Lava Hound and balloon makes a really really good combo. That was a pretty bad graveyard, I would say, because he had to use 9 elixir for countering my 6 elixir Elite Barbarians, guys. But he had to defend that anyhow. He should have gone for the minion herd instead. That was a good minion herd, thinking my wizard was out of cycle, but that was a really really bad clone. He should have waited a bit more, tried to clear up my wizard, and then went for the clone. Even before the rocket lands, we were out. Even if we would take that tower, we had the matchup advantage. After knowing your opponent has clone, we would have played it pretty passively. As I said, you guys, I already won this match. Maxed out player. Even he is a maxed out player, partially maxed out. Double Prince Mega Knight instead of Giants. Even that was a this was a pretty hard matchup for me, guys, because he had like the Mega Knight for my Elite Barbarians. Inferno Tower counters the balloon pretty well. He had good offensive cards. Let's see. Yeah, guys, 4.4. He is playing for 3 years. 2, I have the 4-year badge on, I guess. Yeah, my highest trophy is 5500.09. It's with this very same deck, but like a similar version, it had Inferno Tower. My cards weren't maxed out. I guess I was king 9 while I hit that. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. Please, if like this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Beating those maxed out players is a pretty hard task, guys, but this deck does it very well, because you just need to play, because those maxed out players, if they are on 4700, they don't really play like competitive much. So yeah, you just need to wait one moment where they overcome it and you walk away with the victory, guys. This was up for today. Bro is signing off.